everybody, welcome back to Southeast by Midwest. I'm Cassie, and today we're going to be doing something kind of a bit different. I can't remember if I've done one of these on my blog or on my channel or not. And that is, we are doing a book review. So today's book review is for the total package, which I guess I'll insert like over here an image of the cover. And this is actually a book tour. This is actually not like sponsored or anything like that. I'm just going together with a group of people to kind of promote this book. And this is actually a re-promote. This actually came out as a reprint in December 2016. And I agreed to do it for today. But I think it originally came out either earlier in 2016 or a little bit, or it may have come out at a slightly different time. But if you want to know what I thought of this book, just keep watching. So let's talk about what the book is about before I tell you what I thought of it. So reading from the back of the book, it says heartthrob star quarterback Tyson Palmer has it all. $1 million arm, a winning season, and the promise of a Super Bowl ring. But more importantly, football's biggest star is the ultimate comeback kid. After an addiction to painkillers nearly derailed his career, Tyson got sober and went from zero to hero in the eyes of the public. But one person remains unconvinced. Danny Carr, a sports commentator with high ratings and a following of her own. Danny can't forgive Tyson's transgressions or forget a single passionate night with him back in college. To make things worse, Tyson doesn't realize that the bombshell with huge ratings is the cute co-ed whose heart he once broke. But can a sports journalist trying to claw her way to the top and a quarterback who knows all about rock bottom make it to the Super Bowl without destroying each other? And can Tyson use his million-dollar moves to get past Danny's defenses, or will she sideline him for good? So, from all of that, we can take that this is obviously a romance chick-lit book. Chick-lit. I don't mean that in an offensive way, so please don't get offended. It's just what it is. Okay, so when I started this book, I kind of got interested in it like within the first few pages. However, an issue that I had was that part of the way through, it kind of seemed like, okay, so it starts out, the guy is in, Tyson is in a bar, and he's basically about to lose everything. And this girl that he knew from college, who is still in college, she's kind of going on to her like master's degree, comes into the bar and wants to help him. She like knows everything that's going on, and so she's trying to talk him into going into rehab and all of that kind of stuff. The issue that I had is in the middle of that conversation, at the very beginning of the book, she changes from wanting to help him to basically just, she's always wanted to be with him, and so she tries. It doesn't go into detail or anything like that, like not graphic details, but just that sudden change of character. I kept reading though because I kind of had to do the review, and it did pick back up. He kind of basically winds up hitting like rock bottom until finally a coach who really wants a Super Bowl ring decides to basically put him into rehab, gets him a trainer, so on and so forth, and he starts playing for this guy's team to try to get him the ring, because that was the deal. He would help him out and get him basically back up get on his feet, and he would help it out. Along the way, he runs into, as it says, a sports commentator who basically knows he's a douche. And, obviously everything that he had done. Now, and the issue is that you wind up finding out, spoiler, that the girl that had came to him, like I said, she was still in college. He was not. He was already in the NFL at the time. And when they sleep together. And it says that a passionate night with him back in college it's from her point of view, yes, but he was not in college. So you think that when you read the back, that's basically just a throwaway. There's going to be another girl that comes up. She winds up being the same girl, just with a different name. And you really don't find that out until like towards the end. You start to suspect it a little bit, but you don't find it out until towards the end. I like that it did come back and kind of explain it. It's still never, I mean, you basically find out that she had been in love with it. She had been a tutor for him when he was in his first 4 years of college, and you find out that she had been in love with him, and that she was basically, you know, she wanted to be with him, and so she thought if she tried to help him and she slept with him that he would let her help him and they could be a couple. And he basically just, after sleeping with her, told her to screw off. She wasn't anything important. So I liked the book. It had a good, quote, romance story to it. It was a good, quote, chicklet book. She did, you know, it being geared more towards females than males. I mean, males can read it, but it did have information in there about sports, about football and things like that, but it wasn't so kind of like all about it. So, you know, it had for the females that are interested in sports, it had enough there that you could tell that Stephanie Evanovich knew what she was talking about, but it wasn't so laden down that the rest of the story got lost. In the same aspect, the romance part of it was not so laden down that the rest of the story, his story, got lost in the shuffle. And a lot of it, well, a little bit of it is told from Danny's point of view. A lot of it is kind of focused more on Tyson's point of view, which I find tends to be a little bit more rare in chicklet and romance books. But this actually follows, and it doesn't follow it in a way that it's like I, like you are Tyson. Instead, it follows it more in a, you know, Tyson, eventually the day would come when he would be casually invited out for a beer. He squeezed the football tight in his large hand. He could do it. He would just never touch another drop. So it kind of goes in that way. And just so you can see, that is what the type looks like if you were to purchase this copy of the book. Now, this book is put out by Avon Books, and it retails for $8. I'm sure you could probably find it somewhere else cheaper. Make sure to check the blog post down below. I will have links for the Kindle version, the paperback version, the hardback version. If it's sold at Books A Million, I'll have the Books A Million link. And if it is available on Audible, I'll have Audible as well. So my overall thoughts on this book are that if you like romance and you like chick-lit books, then you should give it a try. If neither of those categories are your cup of tea, then this should be a pass. Hopefully you found this video informative. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. That helps so much. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you're currently reading and if you liked a ducky. Make sure to follow me on the social media link down below. And until next time, bye. You can give a kiss. You can give a kiss. You can give a kiss. You can give a kiss? You can give a kiss? Aw, thank you.